Hi, grab some snacks and get ready to take a ride for the most enjoyable minute of your life. The scene opened in Seoul, where a little girl was looking for her lost doll along with her mother in the middle of the night when suddenly a huge monster appeared from nowhere. They both stood stunned, and as soon as the girl screamed, the scene faded. 25 years have passed since this incident. In New York City, Gloria, an alcoholic, enters her boyfriend's Tim apartment after spending the whole night drinking and passing out with her friends and trying to make up things in front of Tim. They argue because Tim is worried about her and she has been so irresponsible and got fired from one job after another. But this time he told her to move out and leave. Hearing this, she is shocked and finds her bags packed by Tim in the bedroom. She couldn't even move out of shock. Gloria, having no other option, went to her parents' house in their old hometown, which had been locked up for a while and needed to be dusted and cleaned. Tired, she sleeps on the floor without caring for it. The very next day, she goes to buy an inflatable mattress, and as soon as she is coming back home, she crosses paths with Oscar, her old school friend, who was driving his car and offers Gloria to hang out with him, to which she agrees. He then takes him to his bar, which he owned after his father's death. Gloria struggles with herself as soon as she enters the bar. I mean, why wouldn't she? She is an alcoholic, and the bar is full of that. Oscar indulges her in conversation while she is checking out the bar and finds a closed area that Oscar shut down during renovation. She is confused and starts to itch her head. Oscar notices and passes a comment that she looks like a monkey. Then later, he introduces Gloria to his friends, Garth and Joel, and serves them beers. Gloria is reserved to take it, but who can stop an alcoholic? After closing the bar, Oscar takes them to the closed area where, seeing paintings of horses, Gloria is amazed and proposes the idea of reopening the space. Gloria eyes Joel up and down, and then they start playing cards. Gloria and Oscar share their interests in past life. Joel makes a move on Gloria when Oscar leaves to bring more beers but is caught by Oscar, who makes it a big deal, but Gloria tries to calm the situation. Afterward, Gloria leaves after Oscar has left. Gloria is passing by the playground, holding her mattress around 8 a.m. when a monster appears in Seoul. Unaware of this fact, she passed through the ground and slept while setting up the mattress at her home. She wakes up to an old memory of her when she was a young girl. She wakes up to the phone call when her sister calls her to tell her the news about Seoul and the monster's appearance. It was the same monster that was seen 25 years back. Panicked, she called Tim, who cut her line, saying he was busy and she was still drunk. She watches the news again with Oscar at his bar. At night, she leaves and sits on the bench of the school ground, where she sleeps all night and wakes up in the morning and calls Tim and tries to calm him down. Still, he is angry at her for not doing anything good with her life. While she was talking, that monster made another appearance at Seoul. At home, she filled the mattress, and as it was taking time, she passed out and slept against the wall, but woke up to Oscar, who was at the door ringing the bell. He brought her a TV, which she couldn't recall that she had asked for because she was drunk. Oscar tells her about the monster's appearance again at 8:05, the same time as yesterday and one time 25 years ago, which Oscar showed her on her laptop. Afterward, Gloria asks Oscar what she told him about herself, and he recalls that she isn't on break and looking for a job. She used to live with her boyfriend, but it didn't work out. Gloria got a little ashamed. Oscar offers her a job to help at the bar, and she accepts. She hugged Oscar for helping her out, but then she noticed the monster making hand gestures on the TV, the same she makes when she got confused, and this took her attention. While she is thinking, Oscar points out that she also needs a sofa and then leaves, asking her to pick her up for the shift at the bar. At the bar, she was hung up on the fact that the monster was doing all the things she was doing the last 2 days consecutively and simultaneously. She researched it and found the video showcasing the exact movements of the monster, which tallied with Gloria's moves on the respective days. How the world suddenly seems all connected and can change your reality in moments was way beyond Gloria's understanding, but still, she was interested in knowing more. At the bar, everyone is shocked and confused by the monster's appearance. When they hang around, she is still confused about it. Oscar noticed her and took her home. She figures out things about it and how she is linked to that monster, and to test out her theory that she is the monster, she leaves to test it on the ground and makes some movements with her hands and memorizes the gestures she made. When she finds proof of her theory at home, she gets shocked and lies down on her mattress. She wakes up to the sound of news on her TV and then calls Tim, who is very possessive of her, and asks her how she was working after apologizing for his manners when they last called. Gloria tells him that she is working at a friend's bar. While talking with Tim, Oscar comes with a sofa for her, and she sets it up with him, totally forgetting that she was on a call. She finds it much more comfortable than her mattress and lies down on it. Oscar asks her to come to work, and she leaves rather reluctantly, while Tim is confused because she is left in without saying goodbye or anything. If you love your girlfriend and are as possessive as Tim, you wouldn't waste any time getting her back when her old school friend has made his way to her home, and she feels very comfortable around him. So the test for Tim has started to get her back. At the bar, everyone is having fun, and Garth shows Gloria Oscar's dance moves which Oscar did at some wedding. At the end of the night at the bar, Garth shows them a magic trick where a burning piece of paper flies away before becoming ash. After this, Gloria shares her secret and takes them to show it. She asks them to open a live feed of the monster and then steps on that specific part of the ground and starts to dance. Seeing her and the monster making the same movements, they get surprised and confused, but Joel says she is pranking them with some app. The armed helicopter shoots missiles at her, which hurts her, but she takes everything as fun until a chopper hits her head after she does ninja with her hands when Joel tells her that they are shooting at her, and she destroys the chopper. Hearing that a chopper with people crashed into her head, she gets confused and starts to panic, while Oscar steps into the ground, figuring out what is happening. As he steps in, Gloria trips over her feet and falls. Gloria wakes up to the sound of the news and dreams of causing huge casualties, while Oscar comes with a bag of groceries for her and a newspaper. Gloria is shocked that she killed so many humans and asks Oscar for the number of people she has killed, but the news's highlight differs from what she was imagining. As soon as she gets up to hand herself over to authorities, Oscar shows her another shocking news of a robot teaming up with her. Gloria was freaked out, but Oscar is all relaxed and chill and feels proud that he can be a monster on that ground. He helps her recall her memory of them going together to school, withholding their project, and tells her that a specific part of the playground was a construction site back then and was all fenced, so there must be something that brought this disaster. Afterward, they go to a Korean person, Oscar's friend, and get Gloria's forgiveness, which she planned to write on the ground when the monster appears. They kill time by conversing about their life and struggles. Gloria says that she was the first to go when downsizing began at her company, but to her surprise, Oscar knew because he had been keeping tabs on her. Gloria appreciates him and tells him that he has a good life too here as well. He got a bar, friends, and some girls eyeing him down, at which Oscar tells her about a girl with whom he was about to get married, but she left because things didn't work out. When Seoul's siren rang, Gloria got ready to write an apology for what she as a monster did wrong. Oscar wants to join her, but she asks him to let her take care of this. She writes her apology and the world's perception of the monster changes. The little gestures of Oscar were a clear hint that he had a crush on her and was helping her to make her life way better. At the bar, everyone is happy, and Gloria asked Joel his address when he washed his hands in the washroom. They both were a little attracted, but due to Oscar's aura, Joel couldn't reach her. She visits Joel at his house and spends the night with him. In the morning, when she is leaving, she finds a robot menacing in the news, at which she shouts to wake Joel, and both of them leave for the park. Seeing both of them together at the park, Oscar gets the hints of them being together. He gets jealous. Gloria asks him to walk away before he hurts anyone, but his jealousy gets the best of him, and he taunts her about her kill streak. She asks him to leave, but he is stubborn, so she slaps him. Oscar leaves but orders her to visit the bar a little early and clean the bar. He got enraged because of her interest in Joel. The same thing happened between the monster and the robot in Seoul. The incident became a meme in the news, and Oscar enjoyed it all. At closing time, when Gloria cleaned the bar, Oscar asked her to close the projection screen, which was still hanging, and when Garth was going to help her, he stopped him and asked Gloria to do it and make fun of everyone. Afterward, he asks Gloria to drink the beer, otherwise, he will march to the park and hurt the people in Seoul. When she wasted the beer, he left for the park. Gloria tried to stop him, but he shut her out and left. Gloria rushes towards the park on foot and runs all night to reach there by the time. Both of them had a little fight in the park. Joel asks them to stop because it's over. Gloria tries to quit his bar, but he threatens to destroy the entire neighborhood if she does so. Back at home, Gloria recalls her faded memory of where her project flies off and drops in the construction site, now the park. and Oscar goes to get it for her. At that very moment, Joel rings her door and tells her that Oscar is sorry and to apologize he sent her some house equipment. Seeing this, she runs towards his house, where they settle their disagreements and become friends again. When she came back, Gloria's house was furnished with the things Oscar sent. Seeing this, she was shocked that Joel did it all. It is when Tim called who came to her town for a meeting. Supposedly, Tim is trying to get her back. Gloria goes to meet Tim at his hotel. He starts to complain about her, how she is working as a waitress at a bar. Hearing him and his tone, she feels quite ashamed and leaves. Tim apologizes for his behavior, but she has to go for her shift, and Tim tags along. At the bar, seeing Tim and Gloria together, Oscar makes a scene where he forces Gloria to work for him as if it was her job. Still, he humiliates her in front of her boyfriend, and in a fit of his jealousy, he goes so out of the way and blows firecrackers in the bar. Tim wanted to take Gloria with her because he came to town for her and lied about his meetings. He actually came for her, but Oscar had her around his fingers so that she couldn't leave. At her home, Gloria gets scared to hell when she sees Oscar, who is already present in her house, who comes to assure her that Gloria doesn't leave. Still, while listening to him, Gloria recalls the entire memory of the day, what actually happened in childhood when they both crossed the fence and went to the construction site. Back then, Oscar destroyed her project, and Gloria's extreme anger of Gloria shakes the sky with lightning. Something happened because of that mysterious place, and both of their fab characters took actual colossal form for the first time. When she comes back to her senses, she shows him a mirror with her words that she thought he wanted to possess her, but he is actually jealous of her life and being better than him. Afterward, Gloria calls Tim and tells him she is coming. Hearing her, Oscar makes a clear decision to leave and destroy Seoul, so she tries to stop him but in vain. At the park, they fight each other, and Oscar lays waste to Gloria and destroys Seoul's neighborhood. When Gloria returns home, she notices her research on the monster but ignores it and wraps herself in the inflatable mattresses, where suddenly she got an idea, and she focuses it again and makes her way to Seoul. While Tim leaves for his job, Oscar comes by her house, but since he couldn't find her, he waits by the park for her. In Seoul, Gloria calls Tim to tell him that she is okay and not in her hometown. When the time came and Gloria didn't show up to stop Oscar, he stepped into the park and started to destroy the area. But to his surprise, Gloria's monster appeared at his location. This happened because she was in Seoul, so her monster had to be in the opposite location. As soon as he was to make a run for it, she grabs him and holds him for a while, and then throws him away like trash. Everyone becomes happy seeing the robot monster get destroyed. Joel notices Gloria in the news and was happy about what she did. On the other hand, she went to the bar to celebrate her little victory.